New York appeals court has agreed to former President Donald Trump's legal battles today in New York City. And just now, a New York appeals court has agreed to slash the amount of the bond that Donald Trump must post to cover a $454 million civil fraud verdict while he appeals it. So we're going to go from 454 to 175 million. Just 175 million now will be the portion. I say just, it's still a ton of cash, but it's a big amount of money that he won't have to put up in bond after that real estate mogul claimed he would have to sell properties at a loss to raise the cash. We just saw Donald Trump outside the courtroom not a short time ago for his hearing on that hush money case, and they're in a break right now. So we're waiting to see if he's going to walk up and talk again. You can almost bet his bottom dollar, because he just got some of his bottom dollar excused. And so that's going to be interesting. So the big idea here was that you had until midnight, the deadline, for him to begin to pay the money. And if he couldn't come up with the 454, 464 in some estimations, plus growing interest by the day, if he couldn't come up with that in assets and cash, then the very power-hungry, far-left District Attorney Letitia James was promising to seize his assets. And his name's on quite a few things here, particularly on the beautiful west side of New York City facing the Hudson River. Would love to take down the Trump gold letters off one of those big buildings. And she literally said she wants to get Trump. Remember, she campaigned on what's happening right now. About an hour or so ago, the former president called it a witch hunt and a hoax. And now, and maybe what experts would have called not surprising, I haven't heard anybody predict this sort of thing yet, but in an unexpected, we'll call it that, move by this judge, the amount has been reduced to 175 million. And then he can appeal his decision. Kerry Kupaker-Bond, as we said, Fox News legal editor and former counselor to Attorney General Bill Barr, would come back as the news warrants, and it does. Kerry, your reaction.
Harris, this is exactly the point I just made, 15 minutes ago, that the court should be concerned about the appearance of fairness, and this bond on its face was not fair. So the court has done the right thing in reducing it. Now, I'm sure the former president may not like how much it's been reduced, or maybe he thinks it should be more, but at least they took the right step here in reducing it because it's consistent with how courts normally operate. And it gives me a little bit of hope in the New York appellate system that they're going to take a look at this through fresh eyes and consider it fairly, as they should have been doing all along.